Hello friends, I'm back again with another question from CSAT 2024. This passage also contains two questions, question number one and question number two from the same passage. And the passage is relatively short. Always try to pick such questions where passage contains more than one question. It is always a time saver. Fine. So let's directly move to the question without wasting much of your time. If you want to solve it on your own, you may kindly proceed, pause the video, and attempt solving the question. And later on, can follow the passage to learn how to eliminate the wrong options. Fine. I'll be reading the passage first, and then I'll be explaining few of the points from the passage, how to get to the crux of the passage, and then we'll be solving the question. So the passage goes here. When a child reaches adolescence, there is apt to be a conflict between parents and the child. All right. So it is speaking about conflict between child and parents when the child reaches the adolescence. Since the latter considers himself to be now quite capable of managing his own affairs. All right, he is capable now. What the child think that he is capable now. While the former are filled with parental solicitude, which is often a disguise for love of power. All right, so they are having power slash love, which is in the disguise form of power. Parents considers usually that the various moral problems which arises in adolescence are peculiarly their province, their area of concern. The options they express, however, are so dogmatic that the young seldom confide in them and usually go their own way in secret. So, as a result of such conflict, children is going their own way, in secret. That is what the author says. Fine, let's move to the question number one. Based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. All right, point number one. The adolescent does not feel comfortable with his parents because they tend to be dominating and assertive. Yes, they do not feel comfortable, therefore, there is a conflict and dominating because they assert. They feel that they have power and the problems which the child is facing is their domain of expertise. So, this is a right assumption. Point number two, the adolescence of modern times does not have much respect for the parents, does not have much respect. Now, this is nowhere mentioned in the passage that whether the child respect the parent or not. So, this is a wrong one. Always and always try to uh, get the answer from the passage. Nowhere in the passage such kind of respect has ever been mentioned. So this is a wrong assumption. So the answer is only one, rest all can be eliminated. Moving to the second question. Which one of the following statements best reflect the central idea of the above passage? All right, point number one. Parents in general may not be of much help when children are on their way of becoming adolescents. Yes, this is what the passage is all about. That it cannot be eliminated, but because parents are providing some solution, but children is going their own way. So parents in general may not. Look at the words that has been used. Now these are not extreme words, not extreme, right? So it has to be always considered what are the words that has been selected. So we'll not be eliminating this point. We'll move to the other points. Point number B. When children reach adolescence, involvement of parent in their life is unnecessary. Unnecessary is not something which the author is saying. It is saying that parents intervene and because of that there are some conflict arising. But it is necessary or not, the author is not pondering. So this is a wrong point. Third point, modern day nuclear families are not capable of bringing up child properly. Again, a new point. Nowhere in this passage nuclear family has been dealt with. So easy elimination. Easily eliminate any new point. Point number D. In modern societies, adolescents tend to be stubborn, disobedient, and careless. Now, the passage is not defining the adolescents. It is defining the conflict. It is nowhere mentioned. New point. And the thumb rule is any new point should be eliminated. So yes, we are left with only point number A, and that is the correct answer, that parents in general may not be of much help when children are on their way to become adolescents or adults. So just look at the wordings that has been used. Always be careful with the words. If it is not extreme, may not is used. Not extreme should always be considered. Try to look into other options and then only eliminate it. Otherwise, it has to be kept. So, guys, this was a simple case where the passage was short, but the question number two was little tricky, and I would say that attention to words should always be given while option elimination. Thank you and keep practicing. Best wishes.